Baphuma kwamanye amazwe. Refugee coming to you by Sipho Hotstix Mabuse. Okay. I mean, listen, there's some photography to accompany the music as well.
At high school.
The youthful, the Beatles.
The Beatles.
Hey, where the drumming began.
That's where.
South African soul and jazz funk rock band formed in the 60s by Selbin Ntuli on guitar, Sipho Hotstix Mabuse on drums, Lekhuleni as well coming through on bass, Monty Ndimande on guitar. Okay, can you spot Sipho Hotstix Mabuse in that photo?
I'm gonna say.
Wait. Second guy from the left.
Well, there he is. There he is. I can see him. You can see it on social media.
You know what I love, right? You were sharing a little bit of the history of Refugee with us off air.
Yes.
And that you were with Mazi, who is Mama Africa,
yes.
and Brahu, and you were walking hand in hand. And for me, I just want to get teary because I think about how important call and response was, you know, even across the borders. You were kind of able to message one another. It was like a beautiful telegram. But this time around, they were right there with you. Talk to us about the journey of the song in the 80s.
Well, I had gone to Brussels. I was recording my album.
Right.
And I was still writing songs. You know, in the same album, there's a track which I sang with Mazi, Miriam Makeba. It's called Mama. Because she had insisted that you're going to write a song that I'm going to sing with you on your album.
Oh.
See? I said yes. And she used to cook for us, you know. I had asked you to come and play on the album.
Okay.
You know, and you came from New York and you joined us. So we're like a family, a reunion, a reunion of some sort. And as Mazi was asking me, Baba Kota, you know, she was anyway, sorry. She asked me if they were going to come back home, and I said yes, soon. And I started singing, you know, as I was walking out, and they both joined me. That line that you're hearing, we were singing that together.
Oh.
And then I came home and wrote the song. The result is that.
1988.
1988. There seems to have been this camaraderie, man, when it comes to the musicians. It feels as though you were brothers and sisters. You were family. Whether you're performing in this part of the world, in Africa, wherever, it always seemed as though you were united in the cause and to share the beautiful music. Talk to us about your relationship with Abo Miriam Makeba, Abo Brahu, and how that also shaped your musical journey through those years.
You know, we were driven by a common purpose. Number one, we all understood that we have a particular role to play as musicians, and our role is to instill a sense of belonging. And that belonging was about us, you know, and we had friends, some who were in exile, some were at home. So it was very important for us to uplift our people's spirits, and through the music that we made, because together we understood that purpose, it made it easier for us to interact through that music and become just like, hey, you know, we share this common purpose of ensuring that our people are united, you know, even in diversity, just to ensure that we eradicate this system that seeks to divide us, right? And this is why we were able to work together and do things. I mean, the first time I met Caiaphas and Leto was in Botswana, and we had been brought into to back, you know, as a band, the Beatles, to back Caiaphas, and he had never known us, he had never met us. We were brought in by students who were in exile. You know, this was a generation before the 1976 generation even, that had left already, the black consciousness guys and so on. So when we met Kaifason later, we immediately understood that the purpose that is driving us is to unite us, to bring us together, to say this is who we are as South Africans, and this is how we're going to drive this madness out.
Right. And I think that's been the operative word in the music, in the work, in the activism is unity.
Yes.
And that it brings us to this exciting moment because back then, you had to be united. But
Yes.
even right now, we still, in fact, right now more so than ever before, we need to be united. We have to talk about the Unity Soweto Concert for 2026 and also acknowledge the significance of choosing Youth Month in South Africa, June.
Absolutely.
To commemorate. Talk to us about the concert. We're very excited.
You know, there's one thing that society always have to appreciate, that nothing can take away from the musicianship, the camaraderie,
100%. Yeah.
because as musicians, we have a common purpose.
Yeah.
Our color becomes immaterial. This is why the first Unity concert was a shock to the system, because white people who were in power then could not understand how music was able to bring 120,000 people into a stadium for the first time in the history of this country. Black and white people were in a venue to listen to music that they have never been exposed to. That's the power of music. So 1976, that 1976 was a leader to that. They were driven by that sense of purpose.
That's right. Yeah.
And where the young people felt that we cannot allow ourselves to be divided based on color. Africans is not it was a non-issue. It just ignited what was there already. That movement, the strength. We spoke Afrikaans, but it was when they were trying to impose it, then we said, we're tired of being told how to live and what to do. That's when the young people said it. So far, not beyond. And these events were escalating to eventually us doing this. Although the concert was guised as a Operation Hunger concert, but it was intentional.
I love that.
It's disguised as Operation Hunger, but its intention was very, very intentional. The intention was totally, we're going to break the system. And the musicians, some of us, we didn't know each other from any bar of soap. Yes, there were those that we knew each other, like Johnny Clegg, Juluka, the Soul Brothers, Papa and Blondie, PJ Powers, and so, because we're here. But there were all other musicians from all over the country, black and white, under the same. And trust me, those musicians brought black and white people together to ensure that this country will never forget the event. This is why we want to relive it, so that people must remember that there had been events that had contributed to the liberation of this country through music, through their arts. Politicians must not forget that.
They can't forget that. They can't. I just heard Tandega's voice. Yeah. What a time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get ourselves to the Unity concert of the year 2026.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a big one. Talk to us about the musicians that are going to be part of it. I know that you're hosting it alongside Malo, and also if you've got ticketing information, because it's going to be hosted at the iconic Orlando Stadium.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. Well, some of the musicians that are going to be there are the musicians who had performed on that day. It's very important that South Africans can see the musicians that braved, and through the system, they decided that we will become part of this thing, and irrespective of what happens. And of course, we want to bring young people now. We hopefully can still get Momo, one of the young, and we've been talking to Tyler's management, and hopefully Hopefully, we can convince them to say this is about our country, this is about us. So we're looking at many young artists as well who are going to bring into the concert, and hopefully we've been talking to Jonathan Butler's management as well. So the list of musicians is just incredible. I mean, we're also looking at some of the younger new Afrikaner musicians like Kurt Darren, Karen Zoid. These are some of the musicians that we're really looking to actually bring into the concert. And of course the ticketing should be affordable. We're not going madness here. We want to make sure that with Orlando Stadium, the iconic Orlando Stadium, which today hosts some of the best soccer games, is going to host the iconic Unity Concert 19.
Mmatsheko, is there a social media platform where we can keep up with, when the dates are launching and the tickets go live? Is there a website?
Yeah, there is a website, but unfortunately, I don't know. I think Helga should send it through to you.
Okay.
Because she's doing all the management of the.
We are looking forward to. We are looking forward to it. It's
but
been an
there are
honor.
other shows that I'm also doing, guys. Please don't think that the Unity Concert is the only one.
Hey, we're going to be stalking you on social media for those.
I'm doing Secunda very soon. I'm doing Joburg soon, and I'm next week going to Lesotho. So it's
that's
just
wonderful.
a life.
Oh, for the Mshosha Walk.
Yes.
Love it.
I'm doing
Love that.
Yes.
You are a star in the galaxy.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your work. Thank you so much. It was wonderful to talk to you.
Thank you. Thanks.
What a way to wrap up a Friday.
What a way to wrap up the Friday.
Yes.
Tami Ngubeni is standing by. African Business is coming up next from us, the Upsiders. Thank you so much.
In the house.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So you get employed by your looks, guys, right?
Absolutely.
All of you, I see.
For the very last time, leaving the studio, Channel Africa, Sipho Hotstix Mabuse.